Hello and welcome back to Castella Plays 100% Orange Juice. We're just gonna try to find a lobby here. Got juice? Yeah, yes I do, of the 100% kind, actually. So let's see if they'll let us join in on the festivities. Of course, we still have to wait until the next round before they'll let us join as a spectator. And here we go. So I'm gonna ask to join. And looks like we're gonna be able to play as the orange Mary Popo. Well, the orange lollipop Popo. I think it's the default colors for Mary Popo. Yes, it's the default colors. And we'll be playing against... Well, welcome! We're playing against X as Suguri, and Asuka as Hime, and this Misty as another Mary Popo, green variant. So, I would like to play as not Mary Popo, but during this Mary Popo event, all the CPUs are gonna be Mary Popo, and if we join a game halfway through it, or like it already started and this is like, we're not joining before the game starts, essentially. Then we're forced to play as Mary Popo. And there's nothing wrong with playing against Mary Popo, but it can get a bit dull if you're just playing the same character over and over again. However, every game, 100% Orange Juice, it's always slightly it's always slightly different. You don't mess with the chicken, yo. The chicken is the true final boss. Current status. We have 70 stars and 2 wins. And we drew a Ubiquitous, so that's pretty good. We'll get rid of the out of ammo. X here is 98 stars, 3 wins, and level 3. Asuka is 37 stars, 2 wins, level 3. And Misty is 41 stars, 0 wins, level 3. So, we're the only ones that are level 2 right now. But I think we can easily, fix that. Well, not easily, but it'll happen eventually. And I don't really want to use Ubiquitous until later. But if we hang on for too long, then we might lose it. Through a gift exchange or something like that. I'm surprised that X chose not to fight a Misty. So he definitely has the advantage in the Mary Popo matchup because of that +2 evasion. Mary Popo is most likely not going to be able to KO Suguri unless Mary Popo rolls a 5 or a 6. Oh, lovely. Well, we're fighting another Mary Popo, so this assault shouldn't be too much of a problem. We'll just evade that, and then counterattack. And she'll probably evade as well. So nothing really happened. But we did reach our level 3 Norma. And we'll be going for that level 4 Norma. We actually have a lot of defensive cards in our hand. Go away. We can put down that on Misty's Lollipop the next turn. We also have here and there to shuffle board positions. So putting down this go away card is a good move because it'll also delay the boss spawn since she won't be able to reach that level 4 just yet. Well, I'm assuming she doesn't have the Stiff Crystal effect on her. I don't think a lot of people run Stiff Crystal anyway. It's really one of those personal preference cards, and I really like Stiff Crystal. It's grown on me, essentially. The chicken has been slain by X. So, let's see how Misty will proceed with their turn. Most likely roll 3 or higher. Well, she actually rolled a 2, so... then next turn she's most likely to step on the lollipop then. 5 damage. Oh, that's gotta hurt. We'll save the here and there. And then we'll just continue to proceed. So, we have 107 stars right now, so... Next turn, if we roll 3 or higher, we should be able to level up to level 4. And then we'll be ahead in the Norma race. So Hime's turn, or Asuka. Roll the 6 on that bonus panel. Most likely Misty is... yeah, well... it's more like roll 1 or higher, but most likely she was not gonna, like, decline the option had she rolled higher than a 1. Decline the option of, going on her lollipop, I mean. And this is rather risky, but, oh yeah, that didn't work out for us. And, but, the counterattack didn't work out for her either. So Misty's at 1 health, and we have the, first attack advantage. So unless she manages to roll higher than us next turn, then we'll most likely be able to KO her. Well, this is assuming she doesn't evade our attack. This is planet Earth, though, so perhaps next turn might be a regeneration effect, and that might hinder our plans. Yeah, and... are there no field effects? Yeah, oh, okay, so, X, and that's perfectly fine. Of course we roll on the boss right before we can reach our lollipop. Oh, that's such a shame. But we, do survive the boss's attack, so not all is lost. You see an accelerator going down on X, and she's gonna use the accelerator to most likely KO Asuka, and that's a pretty good move. But the downside here is she's gonna fight her on that. Oh, well, oh wow. Instead, X went for the boss and actually got perfect damage on the boss. So it took out the boss, but I would have waited for the boss to have KO'd a few of the extra players. Then your boss bounty would have been a lot better. The other option would have been to fight Asuka. But as I was saying before, if you had done that, you would have had to roll that ×2 on the drop panel. So perhaps it might not have been worth it in the end. Lucky. I'm not gonna say that word. We're gonna stop by our lollipop and then heal up. So I would love to use Ubiquitous, but the only good target to use it on is Misty, since the other 2 targets can easily just catch up to us and kill us to get their stars back. Whereas if we used it on Misty, she'd have a much harder time doing so. So I would like to land on some lollipops to heal up, since there are no field effects here in play. We're just playing on a vanilla Planet Earth board. And I believe this is the first time I joined a game on video where there's no field effects, so this is a rather nice change of pace, if nothing else. We'll go for the warp. And I went for the warp because it wouldn't have put me in any position where I would be in too much danger. So I'm assuming Hime is... that's surprising. I would have went on the offensive against Suguri, because now next turn, Suguri can go on the offensive against you. And, you might get KO'd like that, but if you fought her first, then, that might have allowed you to survive. But, of course, we just have to see the outcome of this next turn before we make any conclusions. So, I'm also surprised that X didn't fight Hime, so maybe they have some kind of truce going on. But that kind of truce isn't gonna win you the game, that's for sure. Sentinel tried to evade, but was a few numbers short. Misty unfortunately lands on a drop panel. We're gonna try to get to our lollipop. Not being able to KO the chicken isn't too big of a deal. My main concern is Hime might roll high enough to fight us next turn and then KO us. That would involve a 5 or a 6. Actually, that would involve a 6, so I miscounted there. But instead she she went for the lollipop instead. And that's certainly not a bad move. So next turn, we have a decision if we want to stay on a lollipop, because that might allow Hime to catch up to us and then reach a level 5 as well. But I think it's worth going for it. So I think Suguri might fight Hime here. And she doesn't, surprisingly, but I honestly would have if there was no truce going on, because then we would have been able to level up. Most likely, there would be a high chance you could KO Hime and then level up, but we'll have to see if Hime rolls a 6 here. So she doesn't roll the 6. That means she's gonna go on this alternate path, and we might be able to set up for a Mary Popo cheese win then. Once we get a few more stars, so like 1 or 2 more turns. Although, Suguri is dangerously close to us, which means it might be a lot wiser to just use here and there to shuffle our board positions. And that's probably the safe play. I'll do that. And, unfortunately, this put Hime right behind us. So next turn, if we survive, I want to use... Actually, that's probably not a good play, because, X is level 4. If X were level 5, I would have used the hyper mode, not the hyper mode, the ubiquitous card. Are you honestly gonna use reverse attribute field on Mary Popo? That's a suicide wish. So I guess we won last. We're gonna win next turn. That's okay. Lesson of the day, folks: don't use reverse attribute field against Mary Popo. I mean, like, reverse attribute field turns Mary Popo into a 7 health Pete. That's just really scary. I didn't mean to, like, accidentally win, but I guess I did. And this is a rather short one. So maybe I'll try to find another one to play. At least we're getting a lot of experience. Just leave here. I try not to play with these same people twice. I don't know, because... why for... this for you, Kelsey. So, if this room lets me join, then I'll play. Otherwise, I'll call it a video. So we have Yuri Senpai and Kelsey on Warfare, and with the air raid and field effects on this time. Although the game speed is 2, so we might, as a result of game speed 2, this might take longer. It honestly depends on how long this game's been going on for. And it looks like it's rather fresh, so I'm just gonna ask to join and see if they'll let me. So join request rejected, so probably they just want to have like a 1v1 going on, but if you're gonna reject join requests, it's a lot better to not make your lobby public. You know, since that just seems silly. Mo.popopo. So I'll try to join this. The game isn't started yet, so we might actually be able to play as something that's not Popo. No, I don't think my level 42 status might be intimidating, but we'll see where this goes. We might wait. It might take a while. See if anyone else joins. It's really on, I don't know, I'll just click ready. So it's on Shadow Monkey to, decide whether or not they want to start the game with 2 people or wait for other people. Generally, a good number to start the game with would be 3, because then, well, speaking of this event exclusively 3, because then you'd only have to deal with 1 CPU Popo. Start whenever you feel like it. Level 7 with only 2 wins. Well, if you go by, like, the 25% rule, where, since there's 4 players, and, like, assuming everything else is equal, you have a 25% chance to win, then, 2 wins is actually, pretty on the norm. 66 wins at level 42 is not at the norm. I'm actually, like, I should have a lot more wins, but you know how bad I am at this game, at least in terms of luck. I hope this doesn't take too much longer, because I'm gonna run out of coherent things to say. Oof, I'm impatient. Well, start or don't start, doesn't really matter. People can just join mid-game anyway. People can join mid-game anyway. So we're gonna start, and I don't know who I want to play as. Tomomo was allowed, but I really don't want to new player it up. So generally on new players, I like to play as Aru. That's because I'm gonna use this blue suit. I like to play as Aru because I don't know, Aru just seems like it's not a very meta character, at least not in terms of combat, but she's fun. Giving your opponent more hyper cards is always fun in my opinion. Free gift exchange. Anything else we can put in? I'll put in the nice present. Actually, we don't want to put in draw cards. We want our opponents to lose cards. So let's put in 2 bad puddings then. Let's see if we can find. Let's see if we can't find that. All right, this should do. No, these bad puddings used to be. These bad puddings used to be I don't want to put it. They used to be like Holy Knights, but ever since Holy Knight was reduced to 1, I just bad pudding is probably the best choice for Aru. And I don't really care about winning. I'm just gonna try to get as many stars as possible. My competitiveness certainly rises the higher leveled my opponents are. And it's no disrespect to Shadow Monkey that that I don't really care about winning, but CPU is certainly not the smartest at times, at least in terms of card usage. So I would say this is just gonna be a passive farm fest, and I have no problem with that. And if you steal stars from me, that's also fine. I don't really want to fight you. I don't really want to stop at home. I'm just gonna draw a card, and it's another Holy Knight. So maybe Shadow Monkey also put in 1 Holy Knight. So getting these Holy Knights early on is pretty nice if you're playing the star farming game. And we just use the Holy Knight right away. How we land on a lollipop, that doesn't really matter. But I'm so unlucky with 1 damage evades. Mary Popo. Mary Popo is certainly not a character. But you should play an evasion character. In that case. But I assume that you're doing like the Mary Popo event thing, so that level 2 though. We should reach level 2 very soon as well. And I'm hoping other people join in on the festivities, but it is Sunday night, which I'm not sure if it should be like we are fine with not fighting you. Yeah, it is a Sunday night, so maybe a lot of people are doing other things. But this game tends to be a lot more popular like on the weekdays at night, from what I've observed at least. Or at least Saturday is a good day to play this game. Play this game with other players. we have a spectator joining, so that's pretty nice. And I'm just gonna slap down this go away on the lollipop, and then I'll land on this draw card. So this spectator is gonna join this game as another Mary Popo. So I knew this might have happened. Like Kudo-san, welcome. That's why I picked like Aru instead of Mary Popo. Well, picking anyone other than Mary Popo is a nice change of pace these days. If I wanted to win, I'd pick like I don't know, a combat character. Suguri would be an excellent choice against a Mary Popo. If you want to be more safe, then go with Mark or... Aw, he left. Easy come, easy go. Oh man, landing on my own trap. Lame. So there's not much to discuss in terms of strategy because we're against two CPU Popos. So there's not much to concern ourselves with. And Aru is like an awful choice against Mary Popo. Since if you use Nice Present, you're just giving Mary Popos more chances of getting their ubiquitous card. Definitely one of the worst matchups in the game. I'll fight you because I want to draw a card. I'll do 1 damage. Oh my god. And then I guess we defended and only took 1 damage, but not used to those Mary Popos rolling so high on me. Well, in terms of matchup though, in combat, Aru has like the Suguri benefit of +2 evasion, so most of the time you're not gonna get hit by Mary Popo. And you have that 5 HP threshold as well, so if you're at full health, then Mary Popo can't KO you from full health unless she has some kind of combat modifier. We have 35 stars right now. We're only level 2 Norma, but so is everyone else, so there isn't that much of a rush. It's been a while since anyone's leveled up because we're still hearing our theme song. And I'm not complaining because I certainly like our theme song more than Mary Popo's. I just try to keep this KO. And that was an easy 3 stars. 3 stars, not like 3 as in the number 3. We got rid of Cloud of Seagulls. It's not a very good card against Mary Popo since she has 7 HP. It's a lot better against like the 3 and 4 HP folks. Try to KO the Sentinel, but most likely wasn't happening. So we see CPU Popo Yellow here getting a level, which marks the end of our theme song, at least for now. If next turn isn't the random warp, because I haven't been keeping track of turn counts, then we'll most likely be able to reach level 3. Mary Popo is always programmed to go on those, at least the CPUs are programmed to go on those warp panels as much as possible. We're gonna level up here, and then we'll go for the 70 more stars. I feel fine about doing this because, like I said, Mary Popo can't KO us from full health. So she can't get enough stars to reach level 4 that way, and use our lollipop to level up. Oh my god, that reverse atrophy field. It doesn't really matter though, because we'll gain defense from the reverse attribute field. It was a nice try though, although I don't think the CPU meant it like that. We're gonna... what do we want? I think we'll just go for the card draw. And we get a present for you, but... we'll get rid of here and there. We don't really need here and there on a random warp map. Kuro-san, like, was the person from before who, like, joined and then unjoined. Well, perhaps it's some kind of connection issue. But looks like this time they're perfectly fine. I think. Yep. So, might want to go for the card draw, but fighting me is not the best idea. I will go here, and then that'll reach our level 4. And it'll also spawn the boss, though. But, Space Wanderer isn't that bad of a stage in terms of the boss. We actually got Ubiquitous from that gift exchange. And I'd much rather have Ubiquitous than Present for You. That's for sure. But we swiftly lost the Ubiquitous through another gift exchange. And most likely next turn, we ourselves are gonna use gift exchange to try to get the Ubiquitous back. So, here we go. But we get our Present for You back. But we got another gift exchange. If I can draw another card, then I would love to use gift exchange. I think Kuro-san just put down a... That might have been our flamethrower trap. I didn't really pay attention to how many stars they lost, but you, the viewer, can easily find that out. So you see these 3 gift exchanges used in succession. I think I will use Present for You. We'll get a lot of stars out of it. And we just go over here and get more stars. And then next turn we'll use gift exchange. Assuming it doesn't get gift exchanged or something other than that. So we might win in the next few turns if we're not opposed. So here's the Ubiquitous going down, but CPU Popo targeted Kuro-san instead, which is a terrible move. Should have went for me. Kuro-san landed on Dangerous Pudding, so their next turn is going to be skipped. Random Warp going down. Do we want to use We Are Waruda? Probably not. So we'll just use the gift exchange. And we get a rainbow colored circle out of it. And another gift exchange. So we lost our rainbow colored circle but got Dash. Might want to consider using Dash either this turn or the next turn to try to reach our Lollipop again. Gyro Monkey didn't take that much damage from the boss. So we will use Dash and fight CPU Popo to get that star panel. Assuming we don't roll, like, terribly. And, probably won't fight Popo then, since we rolled exactly what we needed for that. Ubiquitous is used. And, finally, we get targeted ourselves. So CPU Popo goes for the Warp panel as per usual. Next turn, we'll probably go on our Lollipop, assuming we roll 2 or higher. It also gives Shadow Monkey a chance to level up on our Lollipop, but I think it's a risk I have to take at this point. Popo made me do it. I don't really mind if you do that. We'll just do this. Go for the 200 more stars, but now we're in a peculiar position where we don't want to be very close to Shadow Monkey's Lollipop. Well, not anymore because whoever swapped my hand is a bully. Well, it's hard to tell who swapped your hand at this point because three or 4 gift exchanges were used. Rest in peace, the dream. Never give up. Never surrender. Etc. I mean, like, I might be close to winning, but really, a Ubiquitous card would put me really back. We warp again. Yuck, you must have had 2 hypers. Seems like the case. Here's another gift exchange, and we get a Cloud of Seagulls. So I would really like to get a Present for You card. If for nothing else, we'd have more cards in our hand to gift exchange away. Oh, CPU Popo is actually a threat right now. The Shadow Monkey is also a threat. Oh, that's a dangerous position to be in if Shadow Monkey has a hyper card. Well, we're in a better spot now. Oh, that's really dangerous. They were 10 stars short of winning. I think Spectator joined, but then they left because the game's almost over, and they might have wanted to join a fresh game. I don't think we can win this one, to be honest. We're just not getting enough stars. And I had to go here, otherwise I'd fight the boss. But I'm more confident now that Shadow Monkey doesn't have any cards in their hand. So, next turn we have an opportunity to win, if we roll the right number. But so does Shadow Monkey, I believe. Let's go for it. Oh, that was an exact. Oh, GG. I've been pretty lucky today in terms of rolling exactly what I needed for that last Norma. It feels dirty, to say the least. Whenever it happens to me, I feel dirty at least. And yeah, that was some fun games. Might do more later, but for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you again. Castella out.